wires everywhere. That's all I have a drink. That sounds absolutely terrible. What's going on? We are doing Q&A number 5, and we figured we were doing a dank corner by a Dairy Queen.
All right.
I could basically, my ice cream now is basically.
You can drink that ice cream.
It's basically a milkshake, like a drink, but it's not. It's like it's kind of thick, but it's like really drippy. And stuff.
Give them a close up. Hold it up there.
Well, as you can see, it's a score one. Pretty dope. Anyway, I figured we'd switch things up, and I would get Zach to read the questions to us this time instead of filming in the basement. So here we are eating ice cream. Probably there's never too late at night time for ice cream, is there now?
God, no. Christian would tell you could eat ice cream for any meal.
Yeah,
breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and he has.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's not good for you kids. All right, so we got a bunch of nutso-ass questions that you guys decided to ask me because I'll say stupid things on camera. So there's a bunch of people driving by too in the drive-thru. They have no clue what's going on. All right. I should just say hi to them as they go by, like, "Hey, what's up?" All right. Do you like Slayer?
Half those kids probably don't even know who Slayer is.
I can tell you the music that's playing up there is absolutely horrible, and if you can't hear it, you don't want to. It's absolutely horrendous what people listen to. It's terrible. Yeah. Anyway, let's go with the first question.
All right.
What's up?
So, Brandon Sills asks, what new piece of gear at this point in time are you looking forward to seeing on the market the most, and why is it from Neural DSP?
Everybody's pumped up about the quad cortex coming out because basically you can put all your Neural DSP plugins into this device. It's pretty cool. I know you don't know what it is.
This is way over my head.
It's something that's going to come out later on, and there's an awful lot of hype around that right now. Personally, I'm not even really looking at new equipment right now. I will say I have the trial version of the Corey Wong plugin right now. That shit it's really good. It's not for metal. It's definitely more for like the funk, blues, rock guys. They knocked that one out of the park though. It's great. I just got the Dark Glass pedal one as well, which sounds really cool. And I'll have a video about that soon. It's in the works. All right.
Corey Allgood asks, should I buy a new guitar?
That's a stupid question. And the reason being because it's almost always.
Yes.
And I know you already bought it at this point in time. It's that new Solar. It's like the blood whatever. It's like the blood red finish.
Ooh.
I'll put it on. It's there. Can you see it?
No, but I'll look at it at some point.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's the new Solar model, and he already bought it. So you didn't have. If you waited this long, it would be stupid. But I'm glad you bought it, man. It's kick-ass looking. It'll fit you well. Do you like Slayer?
All right. So our next question is from Maximilian Makowiak. Sorry. When will you build your own rack, and what components will you use to build it?
Not building a rack. If I was going to build a rack, I'd have probably like a gator case to start with. Likely a Kemper rack is what I would have. Probably if I was going to do something where there was a lot of in-ear monitoring, I'd probably have some sort of thing with like wireless mics going on and some sort of interface so you could route stuff easier. You like Slayer? I'd have something like that. If I was going to build an old rack, definitely have an 88 MP1 like Turple used to have. He had the 88 MP1 with the high gain mod. Yeah, he had that Mesa cabinet there with it too. It was awesome. All right.
Okay.
Not building a rack anytime soon though. I'm going to drink this ice cream. Yeah.
Pat Garrett wants to know, what is your favorite non-metal or hard rock band?
Oh, shoot. Okay, there's a band I actually really like. They're called New Order. Their biggest hit was probably Blue Monday, but it's hit or miss with that band. But they're kind of like, they were from the ashes of Joy Division. I don't know how to describe them. They could have had like a little bit of new wave, but they were like really very like upbeat but dark topics and stuff. I really like them. Tycho's a really good one too. They're more like a, I don't know how to describe Tycho, ambient electronic with instruments, I have no clue what you even call taiko. You know who I mean?
I've heard of
Nick
them.
Rocklin and Hutch, their album, it's called, yeah, it's on the screen. I'm just making work. Riding Out, I think that's what it's called. That one, it's just like a synth wave. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a great record. And there's actually all kinds of stuff that I do like. I do like some rap songs and stuff out there too as well. Not whatever this stuff is. This is just for music for people who are too passive. Like, oh, it's really good. It's terrible, but
It's top 40. It has to be good.
yeah, these guys, they look like some Slayer fans too, going by. But yeah, but as for not, I mean, there's a lot of great music out there that's not hard rock and metal. Like I just said, I like the Corey Wong plugin, which is not made for that. Yeah, Buffalo Stance, that's an awesome song. That is such a good song.
It's so good.
In the Buffalo Stance, I don't know how the birds of time we dance. I'll give you love, baby, not romance. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And, I suck at singing, by the way.
Nicholas Cormier asks, if you were to visit one country for its food, what would it be?
Oh man, that's definitely two of them. He says one. I think I'm gonna have to go number one is Japan.
Okay.
Japan is killer. Like they got sushi. I've had like quite a bit of Japanese food over time. I've heard nothing bad about it. I was in Korea for a while, and their food was hit or miss too. I'm gonna throw a second one in there. Italy. Their pizza's like down in like I don't know how you say it. Napoli. I think it's Napoli. Yeah, okay. See, I suck at saying anything that's foreign. That's foreign to here, and I even suck at like normal things, and I apparently say "r" a lot. So, you know.
Yeah. I think if I was going to go to one,
Yeah.
just for the food, it'd probably be India. Fucking love Indian food.
Indian food is awesome, man.
Yeah. All right. So Valeria Wardance Esposito says, I need love advice. If a guy tells you that he fought and killed a giant bumblebee, is he telling the truth? Or is he just tooting his own hornet? And my advice to you on this, marry this woman.
Man, yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, hornet, I don't know. I think if he's talking like that, I just tell him to buzz off. I can't help it. I gotta do lame jokes.
Yeah.
You know, I used to work in an orange juice factory, but I got canned because I couldn't concentrate. Do you believe me?
No. I believe that you can't concentrate. I don't believe you ever work.
I actually can't concentrate. I'm terrible for it.
know.
This sugar's not going to help either. Next one.
Okay, Ben Gortpap asks,
He loves picks, I promise. He loves picks. Especially bass players that use picks, he loves them.
oh,
Yeah.
good to know. Who is your favorite Canadian artist, and why is it Avril Lavigne?
Why do you have to make this so complicated?
He's the one asking, not me.
Well, he's just a skater boy. Do you skateboard, Ben? Answer in the comments.
See you later, boy.
All right.
Lee Armitage wants to know, when are you going to grow a real beard?
I'm not. I'm going to buy a generic one from Superstore under the no-name packaging. It's got that ominous yellow package, and it's just going to say beard.
Jinte Dew wants to know, how did you start your YouTube channel, and what's your plan of the future?
How I started it. I played a show, and somebody took a video with an old, absolute garbage camera, and I uploaded it, and then it just kind of went from there because it was something I could share with people. It wasn't something I really thought of to keep it going. It's something that I had before, so when I started going at it much more often, almost treating it like a part-time job, it was more like I was already doing it. I thought that's kind of wasted potential, so I figured I might as well just, go for broke and keep going at it. Plans for the future, release more music, work with more people, try to up the quality of these things. It takes a lot. Sorry for the quality's probably not that great. We got all these jacked up trucks with loud mufflers on them going by, but hey, gotta change the scenery up once in a while.
Yep.
All right. So,
All right. Chris A. Lee asks, do bears shit in the woods?
definitely. Definitely. I found bear shit in the woods before.
Where else are they going to go? That's where they live.
I mean, you could let them into the grocery store. They might actually sit in the toilet. But I mean, if you could train a bear to do that, I think you could train a bear to use a toilet.
Maybe.
Just imagine this though. The bear is on the toilet, but he takes a huge turd. It's like yay big, and it's made for people turds, which are like, you know, usually smaller. Except I don't want to tell the story about the snake, but that was terrifying. I got out of that room. But imagine, like, it would just be clogged, like in an instant.
Oh yeah.
Like, and the bear is not going to use paper. Like, it would instantly clog that toilet. I wonder if the people around the corner they're listening to this, if they could hear over the garbage music playing here. But yeah, bears, they would instantly clog the toilet. I guarantee you.
You're probably right.
If the bear was smart enough, and I guarantee you, some bears would be better at that than people.
Oh yeah.
If you work like anywhere where there's like a public bathroom, I tell you that some bears would be better at that than people. All right.
All right. Robin Flink asks, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
I think I'm gonna go for the one horse-sized duck because at least if I can get in somewhere so I can get a gun and shoot the horse-sized duck. Because if you get 100 of them, then you have to keep reloading. And if you fight them, like there's 100 of them and one of me.
Well, yeah.
And they'd be annoying as hell.
And like a regular-sized duck isn't 1% the size of a horse. So
it would be horrible.
Be way more horses compared to duck by volume.
That's a pretty foul joke.
Yep.
Drink my ice cream. Go.
Dalton James Etzler asks, what's the best way to have your eggs? Cooked.
I was going to say cooked. Hey, definitely. We're on the same page. That's literally my answer for that is cooked. I mean, you can eat them raw.
Whoa.
You can even eat them with the shell. It's not illegal.
But it's cooked.
Oh, that's an inside joke.
Yeah.
All right.
This one's from Jack Slater. It said, what happened to your birthday and why didn't you continue gaining muscles?
Well, my birthday never has actually gone away. It's just you assholes forgot about it. Dicks. Except you. Slater, he's a good boy. He remembers. Why did I stop growing muscles? That's a good question. I don't know. Got bored of it.
Cool. Jesse Borson.
Yeah. He's a great dude.
Asks, heck friend, what's your favorite doggo meme?
Oh man, there's a few good ones. There's one I saw once. It was like a dog. It's like if you how people don't like to have the same dinner every night. They like to switch it up like every day. But if you give a dog the same thing every day, they're just like, hell yeah, this is great. And you switch it up and they're looking at you like, what the fuck is this? And there's a meme like that, and it's like, people, if you give them something different for breakfast, what the fuck is this? It's basically, that was one that comes to mind. There's so many memes into this world that it's hard to keep up with all of them, but yeah.
Yep. Rex Brions asks, can you dance for us?
I can't dance, I can only headband. I'm a terrible dancer, and this is not a good place to dance, or I would, but have you seen me dance before?
Yes, I have seen you dance before.
And it's terrible.
Terribly entertaining.
All right, next one.
So, Lisa Simpson,
Oh,
big
yeah.
fan.
You have a fan.
How many times can you say pretty stoked in one video?
Pretty stoked, 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 pretty stoked about this ice cream. Let me tell you, the gain on this ice cream is so damn tight. Like, this is very much a metal machine. I'm pretty stoked about it.
I actually did my research on this one, and I went back through your last video that you posted.
Oh yeah?
And in your less than 5-minute video, you said pretty stoked twice. You said I'm pumped 3 times in a row. And then you used 2 other phrases that are similar twice. So that's a total of 7.
No, I didn't even know.
Yep.
7 in like 4 minutes. That's the next one.
Holger Sang asks, why does the young generation of guitarists post weird flicks about themselves playing guitar instead of rehearsing like a band like we did back in those days?
I mean, you got to keep in mind that the world has completely changed and that stuff over time. We have all this social media and technology and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it's people don't play with other bands before, but the fact is that these days the internet is definitely the place you have to be if you want to actually get a fan base. At least around here, just saying, like, this is Nova Scotia, is that if you're going to play in a metal band, and I know, Holger, you're a big metal fan, because we've been to shows together and stuff, but the fact is that in a smaller place, okay, that helmet's actually kind of cool. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle helmet.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. The fact is, around a small place is that you're not going to gain a fan base. It's really hard to even find a place with shows, and then 5 people show up. So you can keep rehearsing with this band and think, oh, if we keep playing hard, we're going to make it. But you'd have to tour. Touring's hard. Everybody works. And now we have this thing called the internet. Now we can connect with the whole world. And now there's also like the aspect of social media. See, there's somebody else with a terrible taste in music. You should be listening to Slayer. Just imagine killing your sound system with that garbage. People literally go deaf listening to garbage when they could go deaf listening to Slayer. Basically, with social media and all that kind of stuff, is that there's also a thing called dopamine hits, and people get really addicted to the fact that they can put some absolute garbage video out there and somebody's gonna click the like button. So a whole bunch of people...
Like this one.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so a bunch of people click the like button and all that kind of stuff, and they really like that. But in the sense of the internet is that you can reach an audience. There's a whole new genre of everything. So now you have like a niche where you can talk about gear and do all that stuff. We don't have to wait for Guitar World to do it. The thing is that what I think that you can't replace being on the internet and post those little videos is having an actual group of people, like a big room of people that you're playing to, and actually being in the room with a band, or you're playing on the stage or whatnot. I don't think there's an app that can just, there's no app in the world that's ever going to replace what that feels like, just to feel that kick drum hitting your chest and just having like a whole bunch of people like cheering you on and stuff. Like even doing a live stream, like that's the way things are going and stuff, and especially with the COVID times. But it's still like, it's almost like an awkward one-sided conversation when you're doing something like that. And in this day and age, I don't think will you ever be able to replace that. So I really don't think people are going to stop rehearsing in rooms. Also, if you're on the internet, then you don't have to worry about the bass player forgetting his bass, and or the drummer not showing up, or the guitarist being a total jerk. You can be a total jerk with yourself. All right. I don't know if that answers the question super well. The internet's not going away, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next one?
That was it.
That was it? Oh, shit. Okay. You got a question?
No, I tried to think of some, but I couldn't.
Okay. What's the weather today?
Rainy.
Randy. Nobody answered my question. Let's see if okay, there should be like one more person come by. Let's just see if they're gonna like Slayer. Is there a vehicle there?
Yeah.
Is there? Okay. Well, let's just see. Well, in the meantime, you can always click the subscribe button and all that fun stuff. Hey, do you like Slayer? He doesn't look like he likes Slayer at all. He doesn't look like it at all. Anyway, guys, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, click the like buttons, do all that kind of crap, whether Zach says to do it or not. And no, he's just saying no. He's just saying screw this. Anyway, guys, have an awesome day. And yeah, we'll do another Q&A sometime soon.
Yep.
Peace.
Bye.